Men generally are action driven. If he feels strongly about something, he shows up. On the other hand, if he doesn't feel strongly about something, he withdraws. Yeah, hello there. This is Felix. I welcome you one more time to my channel, Relationship Psychology. If you are watching me for the very first time, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share the content with many more other people. One of the most confusing and emotionally draining experiences in a relationship is when a man who was once present, a man who was very attentive, so much engaged in the relationship, suddenly becomes distant. The shift can actually feel abrupt, leaving you questioning everything happening in the relationship, your actions, your worth, and the future of the relationship itself. But in most cases, the distance is not random, it is a signal. Understanding why this happens can save you from overthinking and help you respond with clarity instead of anxiety. And so the question, why will he suddenly become distant? When a man begins to pull away gradually or suddenly, one of the most common reasons is a shift in how he feels. Attraction and emotional connection require consistency. If his interest is declining, his efforts will naturally follow in the same direction. Men generally are action driven. If he feels strongly about something, he shows up. On the other hand, if he doesn't feel strongly about something, he withdraws. Sometimes distance is not really about losing interest. It can be about feeling overwhelmed. This could be pressure from the relationship itself, expectations, or even external stress, such as work or finances. Instead of communicating openly, some men cope by creating space. A man can become distant when he is unsure about what he wants. He may care about you, but at the same time feel uncertain about commitment or long term compatibility. This internal conflict often shows up as inconsistency, becoming hot at one point and cold at another moment. While not always the case, distance can sometimes indicate divided attention. When a man is emotionally or physically investing in someone else, his energy toward you often decreases. The signs are usually subtle at first. Less communication, normally, less enthusiasm, more excuses. These are some major signs that must be given so much attention. Respect and emotional connection are essential for a man to remain engaged. If either of them suddenly begins to fade due to unresolved conflicts, constant criticism, or lack of boundaries, he may withdraw rather than address it directly. In some situations, distance may not really be about losing feelings. It may rather be about complacency. He assumes you will always be there, and for that impression, he decides to reduce effort. What once required intention now feels automatic to him. And this can be very, very dangerous for you, the woman. Not all men are emotionally expressive. When something feels off internally, instead of talking about it, some men retreat. Silence really becomes their coping mechanism. Being the woman, what you should understand is a man's sudden or gradual distance is a piece of information. It is not a call to chase harder, not a call to overgive, not a call to lose yourself trying to fix things. In fact, doing more often leads to less respect and deeper withdrawal. Instead, observe his consistency, maintain your self respect, communicate calmly, not emotionally. Be willing to walk away from confusion. Don't stay there much longer. A man who truly values you does not and will not leave you in a constant state of doubt. In fact, distance, when repeated and unexplained, is not just a phase, it is a message. And in response, the most powerful thing you can do is not to chase clarity, but to demand or require it. I thank you so much for having watched me to this end. I hope this would actually help you make certain hard decisions in your relationship journey. I wish you all the best, and as I always would tell you, do all you can to make your relationship work for the better. Take very good care of yourself until I come your way another time. See ya.